Greetings.
Salutations.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Ken.
Welcome to The Friend Zone. Today in The Friend Zone, we are discussing the Outlast 2 ban in Australia. For those of you that don't know, Outlast 2 was officially denied classification last week.
Yes.
However, due to some recent events, it may appear as though it's coming all the same.
Absolutely. So what we're dealing with is a case where the Australian board decided to not classify the game, essentially.
Completely.
Yeah. So,
implied sexual violence.
yeah. So essentially it gave it a ban. So in Australia, what you're dealing with is when the board denies a game classification, it's banning it.
Essentially, until the offending footage or scene or whatever is removed.
Yeah. Now, what we've ended up with is a rather unique situation and something that's never happened before here.
No, we've set new precedent, and this is, I think, a really amazing thing to note. The board has officially rescinded its previous denial of classification. Mm-hmm. Outlast 2 will receive a full R18 plus rating and uncensored.
Uncensored.
And it's about goddamn time.
So it's what they call it here in Australia is the backflip.
Calm down. It wasn't that good.
Okay, well, it was. Anyway, so that's just for you people that don't reside in Australia. That's what they officially call it whenever a policy changes from one thing to another in a very short period of time.
Yes, and I've nicknamed this fiasco the Outlast Rubber Band.
Hey, see, there you go. Now,
Band, not band.
What the
Rubber
amazing thing is that we've actually had an Australian politician, Australian Liberal politician, weigh into the subject at question time in Parliament.
A hero among men stands to rise and faces the podium in a council of peers. He is the almighty Dave. A champion of heroes. Or a hero of champions. Well, you get the idea.
Yeah.
Seriously, this guy went out and he pleaded our case.
Yeah.
For once, the gaming community has had a voice and it has been recognized.
Absolutely. I mean, and you got to think too, that gaming is such a huge medium these days. I mean, if you think about it, and the statistics are here, 68%
of Australians alone are gamers.
Yeah. And what's the average age?
33, would you believe
33.
it? So they're not a bunch of impressionable little children running around. As we've said in the previous video, we're adults capable of making adult choices. If I can watch an episode of Game of Thrones where Sansa is violated by that little schmuck Bolton...
Exactly.
Well, why can't I play a video game where there's merely implied violence of a ritualistic satanic nature, which is there to create the tension of fear?
I mean, you can see it as well in other movies, like the Hills Have Eyes remake. There's an actual rape scene, and that didn't get banned.
Mm-hmm.
You could watch that over here. But, as soon as it's an implied thing in a video game, all of a sudden, see, because the problem being is that instantaneously when most people, normal people, non-gamers,
Normal people.
think about, and when you say video games, instantaneously conjures up images of children.
Always. You don't... There is a logical disconnect, and Dave actually states this in his little podium address, where most of the people that you're trying to defend from objectionable material that goes against common morality...
Yeah. Are all people that are well past into adulthood, middle age, even I probably use the term.
Well, most people in Parliament, by some stroke of demographic luck, don't play games all that much. It's very low.
That's because, well, there's a reason for that, because most people don't get into politics until they're into, say, their 40s.
And most of us who grew up with video games and were, in our
just
20s, 30s, and younger, we've grown up in a culture where to play is the same as to watch.
Yeah. It's no different than watching movies, watching TV. Going down to your local arcade has now been replaced with in-home gaming.
But what this means for us as a country, as gamer citizens of the world currently residing in Australia, this means that we now have recognized that games are more than just trivial little frivolities that we can engage in when we want an escape.
Yeah.
They are a serious examination of the human spirit and condition, and as a result of confronting yourself with more than pleasing material,
Yeah,
you're capable of peering a little bit deeper into the darkest part of the human mind,
And that's
where the true self is revealed. I hate to get philosophical. Well, no, I love getting philosophical. But so yeah, this is really amazing. We've set a new precedent.
Yeah.
Outlast 2 arrives down under and worldwide April 25th, 2017. Are you going to be playing it? I know I will be. We'll be doing it live.
Absolutely. We're going to, as soon as the game comes out, we'll definitely be doing a bit of a playthrough here with the two of us and, throwing some footage up for you guys so you can see it. Not so much because we're wanting to give anything in the game away or necessarily even, we may give it a review, but we just want to share that kind of an experience with you because that's half of gaming these days is sharing an experience with people.
Thank you all for sharing your time with us.
And will we see you again?
Farewell.